Hey Megan,
Hey!
can you teach me how to get rid of my anxiety?
Ooh, no, I actually can't. And let me tell you why. Our brains are kind of built to be anxious. They're kind of threat detection systems. So, if you'll allow me to take us back to high school biology, um, we sort of developed evolutionarily to have these pretty extreme, actually, kind of responses to being scared and being experiencing some kind of threat. So, often when we're in a situation where we feel anxious, our heart starts racing, our blood vessels dilate, we breathe more shallow, and we're really trying to kind of engage in this fight or flight system. This is our sympathetic nervous system activation. If you, again, kind of think evolutionarily to a caveman running into a bear in the woods, when they see that bear, they are going to have a reaction, and it is going to be one that we often call a fight or flight response. Today, you and I are not really often running into bears in the woods, I think, but we have the same reaction to things like a difficult exam, a job interview, or a weird interpersonal interaction we had with one of our friends. So our brain is reacting to those events the same way that it would react to a bear in the woods, pretty dramatically. And so we have to be anxious because that's what our brains are built to do. Our brains are not meant to keep us happy, they're meant to keep us safe. And anxiety is one way that we identify threat in our environment.
I see, that totally makes sense. So, what can I do about it then?
Good question. So, of course, there's a lot of different ways to try to relax when we're starting to feel anxious. But a couple of quick tips, right? One of them is to kind of look around you and identify your environment as safe. And that can be something quite as literally as taking a moment, taking a breath, and telling yourself, it's okay, I'm not in danger, I am safe. The other thing that you can do to turn off that sympathetic nervous system response is actually kind of deceptively simple. Um, One of the ways that we know to turn off that response and to induce what we would call parasympathetic nervous system activation, that's that rest and digest mode, again, if you're thinking about high school biology, is to slow down our heart rate. And the fastest way to slow down our heart rate and the most direct way that we can slow down our heart rate is to take really, really deep, satisfying belly breaths. So the next time you find yourself getting really anxious, a really quick tip, take a look around, give yourself a moment to say, I'm okay, I'm not in danger right now. And take maybe 2 or 3 super deep breaths and see how you feel afterwards. I bet you feel a little bit better.
Sweet, thank you. I will try those out.
Great.